Wait a second, this is an Elden Ring. I'm not going to play Elden Ring on stream. Hello, are geometry scary? Yes. Geometry is the scariest of maths. Actually, no. Geometry is like the one math that I actually vaguely understood. Like, geometry and trig. And then once we got to pre-calc and regular calc, it was like, I am not a math person, apparently. Apparently my brain and numbers... So, also, honestly, Elden Ring seems pretty good, but also, the stuttering in that game is frequent in a way that I don't want to deal with right now, or for on stream, I guess.
Having a seizure.
He will survive. Strong subject.
There, he's opening his eyes.
He saved him, Fuller. I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you
When
do?
I got gutted by that
Undo these
fish man.
straps.
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
You were dead. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too. We were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No.
And then Blaine from Pokemon just...
What happened to me? Where am I?
Alright, who's ready for some probably extremely sensitive portrayals of mental illness?
I can't leave here.
You've got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. When I go out, he'll see. No! No!
You're leaving this cell.
Because when I think of
I don't want him to find me.
sensitivity, I think of 1920s. Anyway, it's time to sleep the forever sleep. And now I'm stuck in the dream.
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They swooped all over their maps in the wake of my murderings.
Is this Massachusetts? Of course it is.
Dark enough to hide the color of my blood. No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams.
Time to dream beyond the colors of space and time.
When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me.
Mm-hmm.
But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs.
Yes. Oh no! Ah! Have we sold Babe Ruth to the Yankees yet? This takes place in 1924, so I don't believe so.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time.
Lady, there's green gas coming from the vents.
Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible. And as
Do I have to
unobtrusively as
sneak?
possible.
Is there
I
a
brought you
bad
clothes.
stealth
Let me
sequence?
go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment, for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
How was audio?
What does this mean?
Time to find out. Needs more Duncan? Yeah.
Am I in an asylum?
No.
Sarah. In his eyes, this symbol must have some protective virtues.
Audio good? Good.
What did he write about the painting? What did they inject him with?
Probably crazy drugs.
Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors.
Now I got clues. Hey. I'll just unlock these doors and let the inmates free. Ha ha ha. No? Okay.
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
Alright, fantastic. I got the drop. Now I can stop watching this Hunt Showdown stream. By the way, I was watching a Hunt Showdown stream for 90 minutes in the background because they're doing Twitch drops.
I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yep.
Yes, Doctor.
Oh, cool. LeBron's shilling crypto now. Cool. Oh, yeah. Stealth sequence.
I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
Woo! Woo!
I told you not to let her come down. I know.
I love stealth sequences. I love them so much. When I think of video games...
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
Does that mean I have to touch a pressure valve?
See if they're sleeping pills.
Good God. What could this machine be used for?
I don't know. Oh. He gouged his own eyes out, you say? Could it perhaps...
What is going on here?
Could perhaps because... evil?
Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
Oh.
The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs?
Oh, so scary.
Vats of rotten flesh? An elaborate electrical system? Like a dumb pulp novel.
You're not allowed to say that.
Do the cops know what's going on? What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation?
You're not allowed. Yeah. Fortune favors the brave.
Worse and worse.
You're not allowed to say this is like a bad pulp novel.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity.
When fucking H.P. Lovecraft's whole thing
I didn't expect to see one on this little rock.
was that he was writing pulp novels. Anyway, gotta turn some stuff off so that I can turn on...
That Dr. Fuller again.
Uh-huh.
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising. Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here. Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods.
How exciting.
Have I activated anything?
Larry David brought cavemen? What? Larry David's also shilling crypto?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I have the madness.
No, 6, 4, 5. Just a few days to go. Yeah, that's it. 4 days ago. No more. Perhaps less. I think I got the right date.
Okay.
If I walk It's done. Now for the others. I can still increase the load. What will happen if I increase the current to the limit?
Probably have to find like one more.
It's locked.
Yeah, if I mean, yeah. You know, I got my donkeys. I'm voting for Joe Biden, but I preferred Bernie Sanders.
Exactly
but, you know,
what I need.
Gotta play for the right team.
You there, come here. I don't know what you're doing there, but...
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's...
They don't have... Yeah,
I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah.
You'll draw the guards.
So, you in?
Is it the noise?
No, it's the nightmares. We all have them here. That's what wakes us up. And afterwards, there's no way to get back to sleep.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the store.
Oh, I can't go there until... What a thrilling video game.
Get me out! What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars.
I need to get some sleeping pills. Or I could just grab this crowbar. Nope. Can't grab the crowbar and just go bonk. Because, that's what I'd do. I have a 75% chance if you don't fucking lockpick this, you're going to jail.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, no, every hospital just has a Dunkin' Donuts inside. That's how that works. That's actually...
Control wheel to mount on a plumbing system.
That's why Cthulhu lives off the shores of New England.
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
He got to get his donkeys. Oh, who could it be? Oh.
Who's there?
Who is there?
Hey. You there.
Joke's on you, I can
Where do they
outrun
keep
you.
this?
Ah, you grabbed me. Canada has a Tim Hortons in every hospital? Yeah. I know. Of course it does.
A control wheel to mount on a plumbing system. With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
There's a
Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine, morphine, opium. Nothing but common drugs.
yeah.
My new friend's sleeping pills.
My new friend's sleeping pills is okay, never mind.
You there. Hey.
Sleep. Can I seriously just run past all these? Ah! Oh, it's a person. Yes, there's a subway in the hospital where my dad works. Hey, where are you? Where's my friend? Also, why does everyone in this hospital look the exact same?
I've got one.
Show.
There.
Don't you worry. Go on now. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away! Help! The birds! They're attacking!
I've seen the birds. I can confirm. It's exactly like that.
What carnage?
He says indifferently.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Hey.
Ah! Yeah, because they're all probably cousins. Yeah, sure. Joke, joke, joke.
I think we got a walker.
What you call me?
I can still increase the load.
What? Is there one more lever? I love video games. Literally following me the entire way here. Oh, see, there we go.
All the levers are activated. The door is blocked on the other side.
What madness lurks in vents?
The green gas leaves from here, and it's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. Now for the next step. This lever must turn on the gas machine. The piping hasn't burst. Not yet, anyway.
Madness. Look! I'm turning up the pressure!
Perfect.
Oh.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Damn it.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
Oh, I do not have enough.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes.
Do you see?
And I told him that
Do you see?
I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
Where we're going, we don't need eyes to see.
The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
Yes.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you.
They just put out the Witch Queen expansion.
Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
It'll make you play the game for 3 weeks.
The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me. No!
Sanders!
Oh!
What the hell?
I'm seeing things my mind cannot comprehend. I must make a will save or become mad.
I gotta... Okay. This is insane. What killed him?
Oh. Like, every single line delivery from Pierce is amazing. That was strange. What kind of thing would appear as out of nowhere? And, oh.
The gas!
Yeah, I turned on the gas. P.S. Wake up!
My head.
Later. We need to move on.
It's me, your friend the cop.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
No. No drinking. You're on the straight and narrow now, buddy. Why is there some sort of mental sanity? It's fine. Anyway.
That is precisely why. You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the Force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Something was there?
Do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
A tentacle
Hawkins.
monster.
Have I missed something here? This
I
makes
thought
no
the
sense.
broad was dead.
I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying.
A Sadie Hawkins
It's
dance.
no coincidence.
She's going to invite the
Francis
Shambler
Sanders
to the
is a well-known art
dance.
collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
This will
Better
affect my
mad
destiny.
Ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
That's right. That which sleeps underneath the waves shall remember it, though it sleeps and dreams. When it awakens, it will remember that you said, "Hey, what if we told this lady that her husband was killed by a dimensional shambler?"
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here.
You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective.
My island.
It's
She's
better
just
that it's
the
you bumping
worst.
into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
I expected to find you more grief-stricken than this by the death of your husband.
I do not like the tone of your allusion, sir. I had long months to weep every tear in my body, and to accept, if not my fate, at least that of my husband. And so I'm sorry to disappoint you if you're expecting more hysteria and grieving widow in my voice. Rest assured, however, my anger is real. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family?
Hello.
You mean it was not an accident?
You're having a fun
This
time.
island knows only tragedy after tragedy.
Yes.
Playing the games.
You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr.
How
Pierce.
do you feel about
I would be
Beyond
grateful
the
if you would
Colors of
genuinely
Space and
respect
Time?
me, and then leave.
Answering the call of the Cthulhus?
Yes.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor?
Yeah, the animations in this game, very good.
Well,
Well, you
anyways,
can imagine
it
that's
sounds
all
like
we talked about.
the PC
It's
launch
exhibited
of
at the
Elden Ring
center
is
of the
completely
gallery.
borked.
No better
Who would have
place for the
guessed
painting
a
would endow
Japanese
him with the
developer
privilege of such a shameful
released
and
a
miserable
hot-
end to his life.
I mean,
Hold on. The
PC
Shambler-
ports
version of the
after
game.
Dark Souls
By Sarah
1 were
Hawkins.
pretty good.
Who else to paint such horrors?
Dark Souls
Take a
2
look
and
for
3
yourself,
ran pretty well
if
on
you feel so
PC day
inclined.
1.
It is my only lead at this stage.
Oh, I'm
I suppose I
sorry.
have
I'm
nothing to
sorry
lose.
that
Then you
I'm
have
making a
paid no heed.
Broad.
Comment,
For my part, I refuse
You're
to
making a
see
broad
that
statement
gallery
that does
again.
not
broad
But if you're so
statement
eager
that
to
doesn't
reflect the evidence.
encapsulate
Thank you,
full-
Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
full embodied experience. Oh, it seems like Gino's attempting again, and we can't hear you, Gino.
Hello,
Hello.
Hi.
I'm here.
I'm gonna
It's
turn
the
down the
boss
game a
man.
little bit.
Shit. Aw, man, it's the boss man. We can't talk shit behind his back.
No, yeah, the actual thing is like
Gino,
the
you wanna take
stuttering.
bets on this Nuggets Kings game?
Oh fuck, you're getting into my stream
not
to
gonna
talk
do that.
about
I'm not gonna do that.
sports.
This lady is her animations. She's very jittery.
Yes.
The
Day to
animations in
show
this
her
game
Mrs.
are
Sanders' lives.
great, is what you mean to say?
Yeah.
Everyone's moving after they stop moving.
So
which
anyways,
I find very impressive.
I guess the greater conversation is to have is how Cyanide is like the last developer other than
Francis
Spiders
Sanders
that
and
is
Sarah
still making
Hawkins
these
were
weird
close.
BioWare
Friends, even.
RPGs, because if you've been following what's happening to Dragon Age 4, It might be a long time
House of
until
Artists.
BioWare makes a BioWare RPG.
I mean, yeah, the new... Hey, you know, the new...
It's really weird to
Yeah.
read a blog on your website that says, yeah,
Sanders'
everything's going
accession
fine. We had to restart production, but
beside
you
the
know what?
Shamrock.
We're actually happy where things are
Finally.
at. Oh, by
What
the
did Sarah
way, the lead
Hawkins fear so much
producer's
that she
leaving.
didn't want to sell the painting?
Also,
But
the
also,
CEO's
we're
in
very
charge now.
confident.
Yeah, and now...
Conflict is evidenced by the guy quitting.
He finally
What was your prediction about
With
BioWare?
Sanders
Is
away.
that
I
not
said...
something-
my prediction was, like, BioWare would not last out the end of this... What did I say? Like, the end of this decade?
That seems fair. Like a fair bet, honestly.
She first refused to sell the painting.
At this stage of the game, yeah, I mean...
She despises
When's the last time
Sarah
they
Hawkins,
released a
but
game
it's
that
the
was
painting
highly
she
regarded?
truly hates.
People
Why?
liked Inquisition.
That's what I was gonna say. Dragon Age Inquisition. 10 years ago?
Dragon Age Inquisition was 2014.
Okay. 8 years ago.
The people who really liked Anthem, but they're sick in the head.
Ah!
Do you want to consider the Mass Effect Legendary Edition
need to see it.
packages?
No.
No. No, the Mass Effect Legendary Edition is...
Did she really care for him after all?
That's its own thing. That doesn't get counted.
No.
No, it's just a re-release. It is a bone to the fans.
It boned the fans.
Yes.
I thought something was up when James Olin left because that dog, dude, James Olin was there from Baldur's Gate 1 with the doctors and even into the
Yeah.
post-doctors, like...
That's
he
right.
worked on that MMORPG.
And then James Olin wrote a,
Let's see what this cylinder has to say.
Oh, right.
It's
Go ahead and
inserted
say
in
it.
the
Oh,
photograph.
shit.
he wrote a module for, like, on the DM's Guild, which is, you know, the place where you can sell your homebrew D&D content, and you're allowed to use, I think you're allowed to use...
I'm looking up his page. It's called Heroes of Baldur's Gate 5th Edition.
Yeah, so it is
DM's
a full adventure module that
For
is kind of
months, Sarah Hawkins
like a
refused
epilogue
part
to
with
Baldur's
the
Gate
painting.
1 and 2.
Finally give it away.
Oh,
from
yes.
us.
Not like some sort of BioWare.
This adventure, I'm gonna read this. Sinister forces are moving against the city of Baldur's Gate in this adventure book for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition.
Another
Full
volume of
color,
the Reverend's
160-page
wife's
adventure
diary.
book. Digital version includes printer-friendly PDFs.
A
Includes
strange
illustrations and
Amerindian
statistics for 15 legendary heroes and villains. This adventure will take a party of 4 to 6 heroes from 1st to 6th level.
Baldur's Gate is a city.
Yes.
Yeah, you did not know that?
Oh, no.
No, the gate leads to the city.
Yeah, so Baldur's Gate is basically the way they described it.
Gino, I'm gonna blow your mind. Baldur's Gate is on a coast, and that coast is the Sword Coast.
Fuck.
That's why the term Sword Coast gets used a lot.
Sword Coast.
Whoops, I read the diary and now I
You
have...
think that Baldur's Gate was just some sort of gate?
Yes. I thought it was possessive. This gate is Baldur's.
That's
the
twice you've
best...
stepped on my toes, Detective.
I don't know
Try
how
not to make
react
a habit
this.
of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
God bless you.
Some can be more
At
fatal
least
than
I didn't.
others.
I wasn't like
What
one
have
of
you
those
come looking
Baldur's
for in
Gate,
this gallery?
you know, like walking.
You mean like Dark Alliance?
Well, as
I'm not here to cause
attests,
trouble.
like the greatest
That's
Baldur's
what's
Gate
worrying
game, Throne of Ball,
Worry
is
me.
an actual
Don't
throne
overestimate
to
yourself.
the deity
If the last
Ball.
beating wasn't enough for
He's
you,
an actual
I can
dude.
always give it another
Yeah,
go.
gotta fight the ball
But as long as you
spawn.
keep out of my
Yep.
way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
At the ball spawn.
And the
All's fair in love and war, I suppose.
Demogorgon. He's the demon prince.
What did you just say? What's a Demogorgon?
Demogorgon is the demon lord of insanity.
He's voiced by Jim Cummings in thrown a ball, by the way.
Oh, okay.
By the way.
Demogorgon.
Yes.
Demogorgon.
Yes. Guess what? Guess where the Stranger Things got the Demogorgon from?
Oh, I knew that. I was just very confused with ZP's pronunciation. I was like, maybe that's
make fun of me mispronouncing something.
Demogorgon.
With
yeah.
a speech impediment, you're gonna make fun of the way I pronounce things.
No, I'm more because of my knowledge.
Cyberbullying.
My knowledge of D&D would have made me think the Demogorgon and the Demogorgon are two different things that both are very fearsome.
They're both magic cards, Gino.
Yeah, basically. Like you could have told me those are two different things. Well, yeah, Demogorgon is the upgraded version of the Demogorgon.
Yes, he's the digivolved form of Demigorgon. Demigorgon.
Okay, fine. Let's talk about Cthulhu.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I read the book and they were like, oh, crazy.
See, the weird thing is that like I don't know. My fundamental problem with like
the
all
man
this Cthulhu shit is that it's this deep, dark, gothic horror that leads to supernatural creatures that landed on this planet thousands of years ago, and I always have found that to be an anticlimax. And then the whole stuff of like about the elder gods and like all of these different deities that are
Cthulhu calls
all of them just stupid. It's stupid. I find the mythology of like the Cthulhu mythos to be really dumb.
Like just the part where it's like, hey, there's nothing you can do. Anyway, all right, let's check out this note.
I mean, if you're trying to explain to someone nihilism and you don't want to give them Nietzsche, I guess you can give them Cthulhu.
Listen, you just ask Sandy Peterson about Call of Cthulhu. And also about the Doom levels he made.
Is he still making stuff?
Oh yeah, dude is still doing Call of Cthulhu shit.
Really?
Yeah, and like making bad tweets.
Oh yeah, and getting called out by...
Getting called out by John Romero.
No, you did not make that level. I made that level.
Hi, Sandy. Hope you're doing well. But actually...
Tom Hall and I made that shit.
Yeah. Hey, look. Oh, no. It's a dimensional shambler, guys. It was in the painting.
Watch out for them dimensions when they shamble.
I mean, who among us has not shambled in dimensions before?
Oh, no. My opponent's playing a mill deck.
You should make a grain deck, then. That's a joke.
No,
That's it.
No, Braden, remember, mills are what you create in Nine Men's Morris. You gotta create the diagonal. The diagonal is how you beat the Nine Men Morris.
I don't know what that means.
You don't want to.
Anyway.
Mill deck.
Oh.
Like, Tom Hall went to play first and, like, did the Diner Dash series.
I'm being chased by a creature beyond my mortal ken. What shall I do?
No.
Oh no.
Down.
Why?
I can use this dagger.
Maybe I can use this dagger. Ah! Take that, painting. Oh. It done got me. How well is the game handling your culture, the culture of your people, the New Englanders? I mean, listen, a monster came out of a painting.
What was that?
And that's like real life, right?
You hate the painting monsters. Hate it when it happens.
You got Dunkin' Donuts and you got Dimensional Shamblers.
Getting your chowder.
Getting my chowder.
Yeah, maybe I can use this
donkeys.
Is it this dagger? Let's find out. Nope, wrong dagger.
Damn it.
What are you fighting, Gino?
For my up against? I am up against some sort of deck.
Well, the Nuggets Kings game is only 4 points apart.
I mean,
How do you guys feel about what's his bucket being basically taken out of the draft? What's his name? Enes Kanter?
Enes Kanter?
Yeah, Enes Kanter. Because he was outspoken about China's treatment of Uyghurs.
Oh, he's in trouble with his own home country because he supports weird. He's Turkish and he does not support the current government. He supports the religious movement that got kicked out.
Oh,
for the coup.
Yep, that's right. He's also against Erdogan.
What the hell was that?
Anyway, I do not have the patience to actually dimensionally shamble.
We've seen a lot. I don't think he was ever.
And I got milled.
Did they? Gino, you don't have to play Magic the Gathering.
You don't say donkeys, you monsters.
You don't.
You say
we don't
that,
say
but I
donkeys.
see
We're
videos.
getting our chowder.
I see people use the term donkeys, and they are mostly Bostonians.
They are. Sickos.
Oh, let me
that's
pull
right.
up my
Gino has an
journal to see what
anti-Boston.
the fucking dagger looks like. Okay, it looks like a weird, fun, curvy. Ah!
Eddie Murphy scene. Give me the knife.
Damn.
Yeah, what I'm talking
I've
about.
seen that. Yes, that's
Maybe I can use this dagger.
It's this dagger. Nope.
Damn it. This dagger didn't work.
It's ah.
I hate when it's
I hate it when you try to stab a cursed painting with a dagger.
This dagger
hate
looks
stabbing
different.
a cursed painting as well. Among my least favorite things to do. You love stabbing cursed paintings. We know this.
No true Bostonian. Oh right, his name is Enes Kanter Freedom now.
His name is
You're right.
I don't imagine him having a great career after this.
Oh no!
I mean, he wasn't very good. He's been a backup center for most of his career.
What's the matter with you?
But, like,
And even then, he's been he's had limited purposes.
yes, he's an offense-only backup center. So, like,
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're
there
losing
are
it, detective.
diminishing returns on
At this rate, you're
offense-only
right.
players,
The
especially
bottle
backup
will get you before I do.
Yes.
You didn't see
I
anything?
saw you within an
play
inch
Cantor.
of putting a dagger through your forearm.
One of my all-time.
Did I miss something
lip-reading
more
moments
interesting?
Ever in
It's
the
incredible.
history. It's
So
so
Brayden
good.
was right.
Yes.
This
know
painting
about
is
this,
cursed.
but, there was
What are you
a,
talking about?
I was attacked
famous
by a creature.
playoff game
Pushed it back.
when Enes Kanter was
I
in the
think so
game
too.
trying to guard Steph Curry, and he just like he was against the Warriors, and they
You knew.
just had
You knew
every
about
time
the
he was
beast.
on the floor.
What are you talking
Uh-huh.
about?
Find his man,
Think yourself lucky
would
that I
find him,
saved your hand. Even
involve
if it
him in the
was to
play,
save my goods.
and then roast
You
the man.
mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart.
Absolutely destroy
I'm
him.
talking about the
And
contents of this gallery. And by the
after
way,
a while,
where
the
do you think you're
coach
going
of
with that dagger?
His team said,
It
Billy
saved
Donovan.
Can't
my
play him.
life.
Billy
Can't
Donovan
play
said,
him.
can't play
Extraordinary
Cantor.
dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake.
You can
He's an
have this
antique
win,
dealer here on
Mildak and Joy.
Darkwater.
I don't want to play against
He'll tell you all
You
about
play
it.
Too slow.
From what I saw in the ledgers.
What do you
it was
think is preventing them from making a
It's
digital
not your style to give
release
me
or
free
like an
information
actual?
like that.
FTCG?
Take it as payment
Yes,
for being my
it's
canary.
just
Just
it
Square
has
not
to be
giving
just
a simple
Square
trade. Now
not
go
giving
see
you
your
that, right?
antique.
It's apathy. 100% apathy. Nothing's stopping them. They could make it. It'd be good.
They obviously don't know that they have a game. That can't.
That's clear.
There's no way that they have been going this long. Like, they obviously just don't know that they have a game.
They know they have a game. They just don't care. It is probably like ad budget. Like, that's how little they care. If they just made a client, like a basic, it doesn't even have to be a great client. You're competing with Arena, which is a terrible fucking client.
Some people
just make
hate Arena so much, they're still playing online.
Yes.
Which is a real dark thing to say.
People who are still playing Magic the Gathering online are like the people still playing EverQuest 1.
You'd think that, but like, TGO actually has some functionality to it that Arena does not. Which I think is an indictment, both an indictment of Arena.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. Problem. It's the work that laid the foundations
I will give him
of
this, like
psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
The
Another
modes and
the
the match types that are represented in Magic Online that have not been continued into Arena, like that part I get. You don't want to take the time to figure out the math of making Commander work on Magic Online or Magic Arena. Totally get it. I get it. A fucking nightmare. I'd love to see it, but it's not gonna happen. But at the same time, it's just like you want to talk about a company that's just like at this point just apathy or like their own laurels. It's like it has to be Magic, right? I mean,
I feel like Wizards of the Coast in general, because like D&D also not in an amazing place right now. Like it's
not
very
in a terrible place, but not.
How did people feel about the Feywild adventure that they put out?
Oh, they hated it. Well, I mean, we're also talking about the fact that they released, what, 2 Critical Role packages?
And 2 Magic the Gathering settings.
2 Magic
3 Magic the Gathering settings, so they also did Strixhaven.
Yep. And they've only added 1 new class, the Artificer, in the entire lifespan, post, like, Dungeon Master's Manual, Player's Manual, Monster.
Unholy knowledge.
Like they
Monster Man.
Yes, they gave the Mystic a try.
Yeah, and then like they gave up.
They gave up.
And all those psionic subclasses, like
all those psionic abilities. No, it's not just subclasses. Like the abilities for psionics just feel half-baked because they don't lead to anything, and they're like a weird dead end if you want to put points into them.
What happened here?
And they kind of would have made sense if it was the Mystic, but then I think I mean, I'm not like a diehard defender of it, but like
let's start over. Where did
I
they break in
understand why you killed the Mystic because there is so much overlap.
Seems like amateur work.
Like that. Now we're gonna get into that weird like class breakdown of Magic casters of like, let's have an illusionist. Let's have an alchemist.
Why does the sorcerer? What benefit does the sorcerer have in 5e?
Left his footprint.
Yeah.
A man, probably.
And then, yeah, the fact that they just haven't challenged themselves to make more base classes and instead gone this weird, like middle ground of we're just gonna make more subclasses that bring it all back together. It's like,
was he hurt?
Sure, I get what you're saying, but
like I appreciate that they're finally going to the trouble of like putting in different setting books, but they're still setting all the adventures in Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
Except for the Feywild one.
What happened
to
the burglar
one, you can
flee
even say, like,
before finishing his work?
Because
What
technically
killed all
that
these
exists
animals?
and they didn't even
What
pick the
sort of
right
thief
realm of
leaves his
hell.
tools
God
at the
damn it.
crime scene?
They picked like the least interesting one.
Yep, and
they picked the least interesting circle of hell.
Yeah, there are 9 circles of hell, Gino. And Avernus is just like the dilapidated.
And they build it as Mad Max, and then it's not really.
Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins.
Yo, what's happening to your screen? I'm having a graphical glitch.
See, I'm passing all of these occultism checks, and I bet it's making me crazy.
What sort of power did
no.
Sarah Hawkins
Oh no!
Not the reefer madness.
You don't want to know what comes out of that reef.
helped hide something in this safe?
It is madness.
Sick reefer.
Yeah, it's marijuana.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever.
Left-handed cigarettes.
Everything is linked to the
Yes.
Sarah Hawkins case.
Flappers. I think is.
My opponent.
Yeah.
Playing a bunch of red cards, and boy, oh boy,
Drake
are
left
they not good
instructions
enough.
on how to find the combination
Someone
of
who's
his
tried
safe.
playing a bunch of red cards will not go well.
Uh-huh. 3 cylinders. Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University.
Katonic U!
And then I just keep on picking up books to increase my medicine skill. Because for some reason, two of the skills can only be increased by books you find.
On this island
And I
taking
know we
sleeping
normally listen to Gino complain about, you put
What
all your
link did he
D&D
find
stuff
between
in my
Charles
Magic
Hawkins
the
and an
Gathering.
old
Now
amulet?
Braden and I can complain about, you put all your fucking magic bullshit in our D&D. These campaigns suck.
I mean, it's more that, like, I think... Very specifically, I think Ravnica is not, like, coherent enough of a setting to work as a full-on, like...
That's fair.
Like, it's fun. Ravnica is fun in the sense that it is very much like, hey, you thought up all of these cool combinations of 2 colors. And so, like, you know, red-black is Demon Murder Circus.
Yeah, Murder Circus.
And white-black is organized crime syndicate run by ghosts that is also a church that is also a bank.
Yeah.
And that shit's great. But, like, as far as making an entire,
Or just, like, I don't know, the characters kind of fucking suck.
Don't like Niv Mizzet? Draco
It's
Genius?
like, what's his, Wrath? Mirrodin? What's a Pyrexia, Gino? And what's the difference between Pyrexia and New Pyrexia?
So,
Another
do you actually
volume
want me to
by
tell you
Arkham
that?
Editions.
Fucking go ahead.
Arkham
So
Editions.
Phyrexia is
How many volumes are there in this
so it was a plane full of these dudes called Phyrexians.
Another
They
volume
were
by
machine
Arkham
men.
Editions.
Were very evil. Were bad
Arkham
guys.
Editions.
And
Arkham
they
Editions.
Never heard of him. How many
They-
volumes are there in this
basically, their whole deal is they want to make whole world kind of like them. They like turning people into horrible half monster
Things are not looking
abominations.
good.
Like, no organic matter. That's their thing. And
kind of
their
jealous.
oil, like the oil that comes out of these machines, actually has evil properties.
Is this
They
why they
corrupt-
have, like, weird Roman armor, like the praetors? But then they're,
Yes.
like, demon bowl things that are not Roman-inspired?
Yes, pretty much.
But
I have to
what's
solve
the
a
difference between
safe puzzle.
Phyrexia and New Phyrexia?
So Phyrexia
Cylinders that Drake
is
tried to hide.
the original plane.
perhaps
The
listen to
Phyrexians were there. They got their ass beat. They thought they were dead. Then one drop of oil got away, landed on a plane called Mirrodin, which is a cool. It was a plane of entirely machines. It was all artifacts. So that all artifact world, one drop of Phyrexian oil ended up there, and it basically started corrupting everything until the Phyrexians basically rose up and killed all the Mirrodin folks, or converted them, and then
I am willing to
took over the
pay
world.
and know its secrets.
Uh-huh.
So
Then I hate the fact that I kind of understand what you're saying because I've had a surface level exposure. Like I am aware of this.
Watch out when you get that surface
Mirian
exposure.
resistance.
Exactly.
I know the houses of East Stark.
I see our numbers dwindle,
Stark.
and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows.
I had to, Brayden, I had to
refuse to
pick
be
our
the
guilds of
playthings of
Ravnica.
destiny.
I had to look at the Gruul clans.
Gruul.
Or the, Orzhov Syndicate.
Orzhov is great.
Orzhov is great. They're weird creeps.
Boros Legion. What was the other one that I was thinking about doing? The House of Demir.
Is it?
Dear friend, I thank you again
forget what
for the
is.
anthology
It's
of the
like
works of Arkham
Is
editions
it
that you
League?
sent
They're
me.
blue-red.
Is it League? Yeah,
Volume
they're great.
9
They're
added
the
often
best.
other horrors
They're the
seemed
scientist people.
particularly relevant to
And
my
then there's the
research.
biologists, which are
never
the
tire of browsing
Is that
through
the
them.
Semic?
The Simic are
Combine?
biologists.
They're the green blues.
All right.
They are.
The
They are
chalice of
they're
knowledge.
biologists. Is chemists, basically.
Yeah. And you run up against the broods of Takir, Tarkir.
Clans of Tarkir.
No, there's clans and there's the clans and there's the broods. Different.
No, broods are not a thing.
Oh, really?
Oh, my opponent. No.
There's the
no.
weird spores people.
Yeah, I get the spore people, mushroom people.
Just go ahead and kill all your shit.
Let me find my
4.
I think I actually have the book over here somewhere.
Ooh.
All right. Oh, okay. I got it. It's how many red drops there
Yeah,
are.
it says right here, Simulgar's
1,
Brood.
2, 3.
Simulgar. That is. Oh, okay.
4,
he is the blue
5,
black dragon.
6, or 5.
I didn't know he had a
So it's
official term.
5, and then the
right
second
here,
one.
After Sarkhan's altering of Takir's past, the clans of Takir surrendered to the Dragon Lords. Clans and Khans are no more, having been absorbed into brood dragons. And this is like the hint of you can
5,
move from one
3.
generation of magic to a different generation. Whatever.
Drake talked about a
I agree with.
particular volume. So
They
these
gave
are
us
the volumes
everything,
that Drake
and that's
was
the problem.
talking
Is
about
they
in his
didn't pick
message.
like one era of magic or like one timeline of magic. They just it's
What
all
did
here,
Drake say about
and
this
it's
collection?
very difficult to figure out.
Drake
It's
talked
very
about a
difficult to
particular.
figure
So
out what you're
these are the
supposed to
volumes
do.
that Drake.
Or
What
even
did
like
Drake say about
it's
this
all
collection? Drake
here.
talked about a
Potpourri.
particular
Make
volume.
your
So
own
these are the volumes
non-canonical
that
adventure
Drake
where
was
you're like
talking about in his
Five,
message.
three,
hands
nine.
with this guy.
Let's find out.
Urza.
Urza. I know that name.
Is an artificer who's now God.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah, first try, motherfuckers. Oh.
Fluffernutter sandwich. Do you guys know what a fluffernutter sandwich is?
Yes.
Okay. I've never actually had one, is the thing.
My question is, when Elden Ring unlocks on my PS5,
Uh-huh.
for me, do I try to play any? Do I try to stream any?
From the sounds of it, the PC version is a little weird. Which
It's
version are you
PS5.
playing?
It's 5 version.
I think that you should do what M was talking about, like test it. So what was the deal with your issue with Sable?
Just won't run on my machine.
Oh, that's
Very.
good.
The frame rate was incredibly bad.
Are you
and
playing
dropped.
the Game Pass version?
No, I'm playing on my PC, and my PC is like 9 years old. But even lowering the draw distance, lowering the frame rate, lowering
Friend,
everything
that
I
sounds.
could set to low.
Yeah.
I set to low, and then I still couldn't play it. It was a real fucking bummer.
Anyway, whoops, accidentally opened the Necronomicon.
Oh, not the Necrowamicon.
Not the Necrowamicon.
I guess that's a bummer for you because I think Sable is an exclusive to Xbox and Windows.
It is. Yeah, so I can only play it the way that I have it. I'm gonna try and return it on Steam. I'll take advantage of that feature, I guess.
Yeah, returns on Steam are great.
Yeah, you can either just get it comped to your credit card, or you can, or whatever you paid it for, they give you just credit.
I played less than an hour, I think, or less than 2 hours for sure.
You're fine.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
That's it. bummer,
He's
you know.
busy with Captain
I
Fitzroy.
want to like that
He
game.
specifically asked us not to
I
bother
just
him when that's
it was
the
so
case.
hitchy
Oh,
that I just couldn't.
I'll see what I
It was
can
like
do.
climbing
Mr.
a
Blake,
hill,
can you hear
and
me?
it was just too much.
I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do.
That was
I
a
tried
peak
talking
too,
to him.
right?
He's catatonic.
Very well.
I
I'll
wouldn't take
examine
him as someone who's like aware of
E title.
Sable.
Yeah.
Anyways,
He's got his ear to the ground.
His skin
Whispering.
shows abnormal loss of color.
Citing
and seems dried
passages
out.
from the Communist
He's
Manifesto.
totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight
Collectivization.
ring under the skin.
More like murderization.
Severe malnutrition.
Damn.
Swollen abdomen
Shit.
with traces of petechia. Slight protuberance.
Question from the chat: do you think people still use goblets like for realsies?
30-year-old severe
people-
hypothermia.
I bet rich people
Erythematous
do.
papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue.
I bet Jeff Bezos has like a goblet made out of a human skull.
An opinion?
Come to my
I'm not
goblet
sure I
room.
have the necessary knowledge to treat this.
Come to my goblet room. Every single person who tried to form a union, I took their skull and now it's a goblet I drink out of.
What did you find?
He's gonna sue you for that.
Did you
gonna
examine
find
his
you.
abdomen?
Sue
It would
you.
seem there's something inside.
He
Step
hasn't
1,
eaten in
find.
days.
Step 2, make
Are
pay.
you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't
I'm
you
going to
recognize
kill
an edema?
you, and then I'm going to
Pushing with your finger
compensate
won't
your
leave a
family
trace.
by giving them Amazon
these
Prime.
Oh no.
It's not like he could
The
be pregnant.
evilest service.
Whatever it is.
And they're
this
only
man
going to
has
be able
something
to
inside
stream
him that
using
shouldn't
Prime
be there.
now.
We should operate on him at once.
Dr.
I
Fuller said
deleted
not
their
to worry.
Hulu and
The
Netflix
edema
accounts.
would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
You don't think the evil doctor is telling the truth?
In spite of the muscle
fuck off,
contractions,
so.
his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified. Not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a
This is the 1920s. I assume at some point you would have just given him a lobotomy or cut off an arm by now.
It does seem like the skull
Just for
of a
good
baby.
measure.
Look at these sticky rings
doesn't
growing at
need
his
that arm.
fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure
he's
you'll
twitching, he's
find an
faking.
explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but
Yeah,
he's
the
still
energy to
dehydrated.
twitch.
When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion.
I mean,
Even
hey,
gone
we're
beyond
streaming
that
right now
with
on
the
Amazon's
dose to no
Twitch.
avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him
Have either of you
earlier,
been paid out
He
on
seemed to feel
Amazon?
better.
I have. I have
Yes.
gotten a payout
he needs an
before.
aquarium, not
I have
perfusion.
not.
But that
100.
doesn't explain his condition.
You need, yeah, you need to get a hundo minimum.
I almost
No.
don't believe it myself,
I
but
haven't
these
gotten
symptoms
paid out.
are not those usually associated.
He's mutating into a monster.
You know,
Don't
Raiden
tell me you believe in
streams
extraterrestrials.
like
No. This poor man
A lot.
is from our world,
a lot.
all right.
And I don't mean
But his
that as
body
a
is undergoing
put you on
unnatural
blast.
mutations. And this transformation is
Yep.
killing him. His body simply can't cope.
I'm just
Where
saying.
could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not
Fair.
here.
Dr.
Got
Colden,
subs.
May I know what you're doing to my
You got the
patient?
Amazon
What
subs.
I'm doing.
We'll need
How
to
about
sub.
what you've done to
We
him?
need to yell at people to
Let us
sub more.
calm
That'll
down,
work.
my dear Marie. I don't appreciate
Blink,
the tone,
blink.
nor your
Yeah, so I turns
I
him
try to
into
do
some
what I can
monsters.
for all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit.
Sensei.
It's your
Who's the
homemade
evils?
drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
They eat
There,
the brains.
there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I just want the count of my followers. I don't want.
These are
I just want the
alarming
numbers,
symptoms.
the raw numbers.
If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see.
He will turn into a fish man and die.
Of completely healing from his ailments.
No, doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing.
I'm sorry, I came
His physical
onto this chat
characteristics,
room
they are
to not
more
deal with
animal than human.
bad British accents after my
Fascinating.
fiasco.
An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps.
This amuses you.
I don't
Your
expect
reaction
you
does. I
to live,
know
Mr.
your
Bond.
thirst for
I
knowledge,
expect you to
Doctor.
die.
It's your
I
innocent
expect you
worries
to
for
die.
this man
Exactly.
that have you overreacting.
For this man and the others whose medical files
Famous
you're
line.
hiding.
I have to protect my
Gino, your audio suddenly got real
People owe
bad.
me their life, but the world isn't ready yet.
Really?
It will be in time.
Seems like you may
I
have
will
pulled the
not
cord
let
out
you
ever
do
so
that.
slightly.
You disappoint me, Marie, but
that
I
is
still
usually
have
what
hope
happens
you'll
once
one
I
day
start.
share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential
now.
voices.
He will take my
word
yes.
is of no weight
Yes,
against
by a
his.
lot.
If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything?
Can we not do anything?
His crimes.
Sorry, it's the
I
olden
disapprove
times.
of
Just
Fuller's
nothing
methods,
but lobotomies
but
around
his
here.
treatments have saved more lives than I can count.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know what to think. for now.
Lobotomies and electrotherapy.
What I'm sure
Yep.
of is that Fuller
And
is
turning
always
people
on
into
us. I
fishmen.
need to know what that is before I take a chance exposing
Watch out
him.
for them fishmen.
And where would you find
Yeah.
those? In his...
I'd rather not.
Of course.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, cool. Is there another? Oh, cool. Is this another stealth sequence?
Love stealth.
In the same map I was just in?
This place draws you in
We can only
and
hope.
never lets you go.
I love it.
Oh my god. They're really trying to get as much as they can out of this level.
Yeah, you know, so here's the thing about this game specifically. So this game was originally developed by Frogwares.
Yes.
And then after a disagreement with the publisher, they went off and started making their own Cthulhu game, which is The Sinking City. And so Cyanide picked up this game like halfway through development.
I have little time for you, Doctor. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Cyanide is
Mrs. Dunn.
French. Frogwares
Nobody goes
is
into
Ukrainian.
Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be
Frogwares is
necessary.
not
I will tell-
spiders, correct?
What?
Frogs and they're both. Spiders is French.
Spiders is...
Spiders is French.
No. Frogwares is...
Frogwares is Ukrainian.
Right.
I don't have any
No.
business in the
Oh,
boiler
right.
room.
They have two locations now. One is Irish, one
No,
is
you're pulling my
Ukrainian.
leg.
Yes.
Not you.
Spiders
The
is
dose is
different
prescribed
than
by
Spider
Fuller.
software.
I schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Listen
Spiders is a developer that
We've been waiting to be
Graydon has been
restocked for
trying
weeks.
us to play at
And
least
the
one of their
answer is
games
no.
very soon.
You can imagine that she doesn't do
Yeah.
something. That's
He's
simply
constantly
because
threatening
she's
people with
trouble.
spiders.
Oh well.
Yes, I'm Spiders Man.
Watch out for spiders, man.
Watch out for Spiders Man. He's going
I
to...
saw the quick look of Orcs and Men and thought it kind of looked good at the time.
Spiders is a... of Orcs and Men is a Spider Cyanide collabo.
Yeah, that seems like the collaboration I want to play.
Yeah.
Just give me the two most potent Eurojank
The operating
developers
room is
that are
never
still in
accessible after
business.
an
Give it
operation.
to me. Hook me up.
Heck yeah.
Shoot it into my
This
veins.
man, Edward Pierce. His file is incomplete.
Oh, right. I
What
do
did
need
Fuller
to play
do to
that
him?
weird Spiders Wizard Box
Dr.
Gray
Colden,
Matter
we need you
adventure game that was
What is the
done
problem?
by
Mr.
the
Evans
lead
seems to
designer
see
of
to it.
Gabriel
And
Knights.
the family
I'll never understand why
rules are anyhow.
understood.
Gray
As a
Matter
matter of fact,
is
you should-
awful.
Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. The key to the boiler room is missing.
Can you imagine a point-and-click adventure game that was designed with the 360 in mind first? before
That
the
sounds
PC?
great.
Then I need to play Gray Matter.
Isn't that the one that they got Jane Jensen?
Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah.
Was it Cyanide or Spiders that made a Game of Thrones game?
Cyanide.
That's not an adaptation of the TV series. It's just a straight adaptation of the books.
No, it's not. It is an adaptation of the TV series.
Patients and hospital personnel.
It just, unlike the Telltale game, they couldn't get any of the main actors. Like, they got the guy who played Varys, and I'm pretty sure that was it. And, like...
Great!
Doctor,
a Game of Thrones Genesis.
Oh, Game of Thrones Genesis is... Isn't that the RTS?
Oh, right. Cyanide's made
undergoing a
2
ventricular
games set in
fibrillation.
Game of Thrones. Right. What a weird developer.
Deborah, come and help me, please.
What a
Also, they make cycling games.
Replace it
Yeah,
with
they make
2%
cycling and
glucose
Blood
solution
Bowl.
with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
Cycling like bicycling?
Yes, like
They're the
Tour de
people
France
who have
games.
the Tour de France
He's in your
IP.
hands.
Like, they make the Tour de France games.
I see.
But also they make the Blood Bowl games, which people tell me is the last good and fun arcadey football game.
No, Blood Bowl is like a turn-based strategy game, my dude.
Yeah, but football.
Oh, no, wait, fuck. What am I thinking?
You're thinking of Tecmo Bowl.
Accident down by the docks.
No, there was a Blood Bowl
whaling station.
What's wrong?
I mean, that's
with
a
It's a board game.
tabletop game.
Yes.
I know it's a board game.
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Made it.
Oh no, not them.
They made like a
They don't go
Warhammer
on that
themed
side of the island.
sports game.
Yeah, that's Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl.
The captain on one side, cat on the other.
It did. It's a football game, but Warhammer.
Well,
It's a football game, but it's all dice rolls.
Yeah, I'm just
And it's
kidding.
a British interpretation of American football through the lens of Warhammer.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea.
So what you're saying
Passed
is
out.
we could technically play a Blood Bowl video game.
Yes. I would not want to.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable.
It's a thing we're
Given
legally
her
allowed to
file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was
I
able
thought
to
about
save
it
her kidney.
when I was counter-programming the Super Bowl.
What is the boiler room key doing here?
But
The
I
key to the
decided
boiler
against it.
room. Not where I expected to find it. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again
Yeah, I
brought up
wanted
to the
stream
psychiatric
Elden
wing.
Ring,
We've been
but,
following the treatment you prescribed, but the
just
dysfusion
my-
persists and
my
he's lost a
PS5
great
was
deal of weight.
here.
We haven't been able
Like,
to
no one's
move
gonna
him.
watch at
The
this
stress
hour,
makes him hyperallergic.
You'd be amazed.
Sir, I am going to
I
examine
would,
you. Do
but
you
I-
understand?
it's not worth it.
Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, doctor. And as to his weight loss?
It's because he's turning into a fish man.
Treatment for his dysgeusia.
Or something.
This time, feed him intravenously.
It'll be
Not
done.
a fish, man.
I assume I don't think this is full on Innsmouth. Because Dark Corners of the Earth, which is the big 2004 Call of Cthulhu game,
Which I like.
It's a quiet little town.
I'm a defender
Days
of that
go
thing.
by.
yeah, no, that game has a lot going on, but that is way more shadow over Innsmouth than this is.
I'm not
Ethan.
a fish, man. I'm
Marie,
a fish,
What are you
man.
doing here?
I'm.
Yep,
Gosh damn.
that's
Tell me
definitely
your
a joke.
symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
I recognize. I'm
suffer
forced
from
legally. I'm
insomnia.
forced to recognize that.
No.
Yes.
Look,
Ethan.
I have nightmares.
I have nightmares of tentacle monsters Look at,
Seems
like,
stupid, I know, but
everyone in this game looks like a weird, dough-faced gremlin.
no one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
It's like I'm going
Dough-faced
crazy.
So many people
Dough-faced
have
Gremlin
this
is one of my
affliction.
favorite rappers.
Yep.
It's like an epidemic.
I loved when
You
Dough-Faced
think
Gremlin
it might be
did his collab with DJ Relef.
I will figure all this out. Everyone.
Oh,
in
now I
Dubious
really
is
want
suffering
there to
from
be a rapper
nightmares.
named Dough-faced Gremlin.
Really?
We don't have any.
That sounds like
medical-
a British
Take
rapper,
care.
right?
Too.
Yeah.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long.
Oh no, the hospital's out of sleeping pills because everyone's addicted to
Sorry,
pills.
Nobody can take anything until I
I
finish the
hate
inventory.
looking at this man.
Just
His gross, sloppy face. Stop looking at it.
In theory, this Dr. Fuller always keeps his
That
key
face will
with
drive you mad.
yeah. Exactly. Madness beyond mortal ken. Madness beyond
the boiler
the
room
knowledge
is
of men.
locked.
Mad magazines.
Mad Magazine. Yes. I don't think I've ever read a thing about Mad Magazine.
Heck, I didn't make this up.
About it
I
or
wa-
in it?
You all right?
Because as always, and the water was once
Is this
again
where I
shut off this morning.
share you
I
all
had to
my
bother Mrs.
embarrassing
Donovan
knowledge
again,
of Mad
giving her a
TV?
new excuse to belittle
I
me.
mean, I understand Mad TV. Like, hey, you know. the
I
two-
really like the characters in that. I can tell you my
some
favorite scenes with Miss
some
Swan.
people, some Mad TV alumni would go on to
To open a valve. Why not ask the janitor?
do
I can't
great
make those
things.
decisions without her approval.
Do work.
Do
Imagine
work.
how
Yeah, no,
ugly.
I mean, Miss
Anyhow,
Swan is
the
now the
boiler room is
mom
locked
in
half the
Family
time.
Guy, and
So every time
Lamar,
the water gets shut
what's his
off,
bucket
Phil
is
Lamar
I
is
have to go
everyone.
and
Phil
feed
Lamar
her
is in
lunch
everything.
until she's settled the problem.
I
but,
see.
like,
Courage.
yeah,
Thank you.
Miss Swan is literally Lois from
It's
Family
temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Guy.
I liked there was the skit that they would always show in my Spanish classes where it's Que hora es, and the joke is that it's a telenovela where no one knows Spanish. So it's just like a bunch of white people
Bobby
saying
Lee's doing a lot of stuff.
saying a handful of rote Spanish phrases because it's all they remember. Anyway, now I gotta turn off the water.
What's his name from Cedric Yarborough has been in a lot of things.
Yep.
You know 911? He was in that.
Oh, now I need to get the boiler room key. Now the game will let me pick up the boiler room key. What a well-designed
The team
video
behind-
game.
The team behind Reno 911 it's literally just like an improv comedy troupe that got a budget to make a television show. And they kept that show running for, God, what, 7
They
years?
did that special. They did that
Yeah.
special, The Search for QAnon.
It did not seem
key to the
as
boiler
though it was of a high quality.
All I have to do is
What?
and hope Donovan takes the bait.
That did not seem to be a well-made production.
Here's the,
Apparently,
yeah,
like-
the thing is you can't out crazy. You can't like goof on that stuff because it is literally more insane than any joke you could make, and also it's like the dumb conspiracy shit doesn't matter.
Yes,
It's what people want to do that they justify with silly
I can't
conspiracies.
shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Oh, cool. I mean, I'll ask the cop to turn it. He's a tool. Heyo.
The answers must be hidden in
Everybody
Fuller's
says
office.
this. She's a witch, an old
Apparently, Niecy
I
Nash
didn't
is
make
really
this
good
up.
in the movie Selma.
and I'm the one.
Okay, sure.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Kind of reminds me of like Monique
Mm-hmm.
doing what is it? Punished, not Punished. What's the movie where she was like the really abusive mom in?
Hay
Monique.
fever. What's he doing here?
I remember when Monique was known for Charm School, the spin-off of Flavor Flav's Flavor of Love.
Is that a real thing? I know Flavor of Love is a real thing.
Flavor of Love is it's too real in many ways.
Precious, right. She won an Academy Award for Precious.
Not to be confused with, what is it, Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire?
No, that is that.
Oh, it's that one?
Monique,
okay.
Monique is the mom in Push.
Oh, okay.
Precious, based on the novel.
Good to know.
But yeah, she was also like...
An unknown medicine.
You know, get
Judging
paid.
by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Yes, she was the host of Flavor of Love Girls Charm School. And
Oh,
she took
okay.
the rejected recipients of Flavor of Love and had to teach them manners.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay. Here's me dipping my toe in and admitting that I am aware of something vaguely relevant.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
And be like, have y'all ever seen the multiple trashy Netflix dating shows?
Which ones?
So they're doing another sequel of that Love is Blind show.
Yes.
And I watched the first episode of that first season, and it made me so... It was like equal parts, like, made me very angry. And, like, I don't know if I can watch this, but my god, these are the worst people. And I want them to be miserable. I just like the most superficial, like, oh, love doesn't matter based on your appearance, and that's like, actually no, because everyone in this fucking reality show is super hot.
I can't shut this with my bare hands.
Because you picked hot people for your dating reality show.
How rude of them.
So that's...
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
You ever watch the TV show The Swan?
I will.
Oh.
No.
That's a TV show where contestants claim that they are ugly and they have to compete to get various forms of plastic surgery.
Uh-huh.
And they have to go through trainers, therapists, coaches, and they have to earn the appointment to the cosmetic surgeon. And maybe even the dentist.
I love reality television.
Earn your surgery. Ugh.
Let's be honest, every dating reality show is trash. Yes. And then there's the other show that is on Netflix in some form that is basically Horny Island, where they put a bunch of shitty hot people
I feel guilty about Elizabeth,
who just
but I need the diversion.
look like who all look like, you know, fucking trash supermodel peoples. And put them on an island together, and it's like, if you kiss, everyone loses money.
Yes. Not called Boning Island. It's not too hot to handle. With maybe that is too hot.
I think it might be too hot to handle.
Dr. Colden,
Just put a bunch of horny people on an island.
It's not
and
your
then
fault,
say, no
and yet
touching.
I'm the one who gets courage.
Reality.
Yes.
This is a British thing, yes.
Do you know, now that I've got you here,
Yes.
why did you allow Jeff's pick? I'm
Let's hope
still
I can go
confused
through the
as to why you
administration
allowed
office.
his pick.
I mean,
His Final Fantasy pick.
the music.
Yeah.
At last.
This is a dark,
the
slippery
missing
slope because we're gonna have to
stand
end up
up
like, is this like a review gonna be like,
This
we're
is
now
where
gonna
Fuller
go to a
found his
dark
diagnosis
black
for
mages
Francis
concert.
Sanders.
You know, because I think that would be a very funny place if that's where this ended up. And also because, you know, I'm open-minded.
Something is wrong with these masks.
And to show how open-minded I am,
some sort
I
of
allowed
puzzle.
him to pick that.
Oh, I love puzzles.
Hey, what? Here, I'm here to help. What do you need?
Sorry, I already solved it. This has a difficulty of 1 out of 10.
Oh.
Why do you have to demean my video series?
I'm not demeaning your video series. Also, I'm saying you should legitimately,
Conclusions. Session number 17.
you should legitimately watch, you should legitimately play some of those Frogwares Sherlock Holmes games. Because, as a part of a coping mechanism for the nightmare happening in full display on the screen.
Why is Ethan on medication?
I was like, what if I did a wheel of nothing but games made in Ukraine?
Why keep it here?
What if I made the wheel of Ukrainius video games?
Oh man, I don't know if that's. I've been meaning to say this. I don't know. You could, but should you?
I mean, to be fair, I was under the influence of Ritalin at the time I came up with this idea, but now it's too late. I have bought a copy of Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments.
Why did Dr. Fuller write psychological reports?
Because it was
Sarah Hawkins.
$5.
In this game, Sherlock, he dies.
In this game, Sherlock Holmes, he dies.
If you play that game, I want you to play it to completion, or at least the part where Holmes dies.
No, the Testament of Sherlock Holmes is the one where he dies. Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments is the one where you basically have to suss out who the criminal is yourself and determine if you want to go full on vigilante and like dish out the punishment yourself.
The poor souls downstairs and not.
Or turn them into the cops or something like that. Choose who the culprit is and their punishment.
Hell yeah.
Don't want them hanging drawn.
There's also one that they did where it's Sherlock Holmes versus Arsène Lupin.
Yeah, that one's good.
And one where Sherlock Holmes interacts with the Cthulhu mythos.
I mean, that's when everything was interacting with the Cthulhu mythos.
But, I don't know, Sherlock Holmes the Awakened is like a cool idea.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller.
A lot of those Sherlock Holmes
What
games
is the
seem to
connection
have good
between
ideas,
these three?
I think some of them are good. Like, some of them are legitimately good point and clicks. But
why do you guys always have to make fun of my favorite genre?
yeah, also, why is the lady detective, why does she have the lady doctor, why does she have the detective's Batman powers?
She has detective vision?
Yeah.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Anyway, she's gonna get
Go back to
captured.
the basement. I should go another way.
Now I've got to go to the basement and see, and then she's gonna get murked by a fish man.
When is the 35th anniversary for Final Fantasy? Because they're supposed to announce shit.
They're gonna announce.
Tokyo Game Zero.
They're going to show a trailer for Final Fantasy 16 and then say, "Hey, it's coming out in 2023. See ya."
Okay.
And then they're gonna announce some sort of content patch for 14, probably. And maybe they'll finally announce those remasters of Tactics and 9 that were in that NVIDIA leak.
Boy, if they announced a remaster of 9, I'm gonna lose my shit.
But will you? Because you can already play the PC version of that game with the
so
Maguri
many
mod.
times.
Now that's the.
Well, I mean, I
if
think
it's
the
an
thing that
actual remake, if it's like an
Oh, it's not going to be an actual remake. They're not going to put money in.
They're not going to put the 7 remake master. That.
Oh no!
They've already remade 9, like for those purposes. That's the mobile version that's on PC right now.
Yeah.
So if it's anything
If you're gonna
Other
shoot,
than that, I wouldn't call it a
at
remake.
least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll
I
shoot.
know you want it, Gino, but like, how? I just don't think it's practical to expect like the 7 remake. It's kind of
Take
like
a
what
minute to
Jeff
look
said.
around.
The
Everything
number of
points to
games that came
Charles
out when we were kids that actually
He's
deserve
dead.
the Final Fantasy VII
No.
remake treatment,
He
I
was
think you
here
can count
for
them
a
on
very
one hand.
specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
Give it to me.
How foolish of you.
We will
Now
review.
you won't be
no,
able
we
to
will
escape
review
his will.
the
What did it
9
show you?
anime, even if it's for kids.
100%. Yes.
She went
Yes.
into Fuller's
Of course.
office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
I just wonder, how
Sarah
do you
Hawkins, you say?
adapt the world
Let's
of
go back to
9
the start,
child-friendly?
shall we? Whose life
Because
did the
it's
Necronomicon
a world
choose to
defined by
show you?
death, sadness,
Dr. Colden.
torment, and
She's in
perseverance.
I have to wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might
There are
need my
plenty of
help.
children's shows that are like that.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go. Rescue the
Fantasy IX,
doctor.
The first Black Mage.
Thank
and
you,
It's
Drake.
all fucking. That would be. That don't put that evil on me.
I'm just saying, we were pretty excited when they first announced the Final Fantasy VIII remaster, and then we played it.
And then it turns out.
Well, that was just an actual like. They went in and updated the sprites a little bit.
They
That's all they
updated
did.
some of the character models,
Yes.
but not all of them.
They've already done that for 9 once. Like,
Yeah.
Unless they do, like the Marguerite mod already exists. I don't need to buy a slightly up-resed version of.
But Square Enix would love to sell you one.
It would. I mean, look, if that's what it amounts to, it'd bum me out, but it wouldn't be like the end of the world, you know.
You're not going to be protesting on Twitter like, Mother 3 fans.
I pray that Colden is really
No,
here.
I'm not a monster.
And alive.
But if it's just another
Old
Battle Royale game?
Yes.
Final Fantasy IX Battle Royale!
Hell yeah.
Will you read the book? Yes. I'm gonna keep
This one
reading.
need kills.
Yep. I read all the books. Now I'm crazy.
You're so crazy.
Don't you love it when, like...
How old is Fuller, really?
What? He was a doctor in 1849 and no one fucking noticed?
He was
Priscilla is here.
boarding with
Like in the
Cthulhu.
vision. Colden came this way. What the... Fuller, too.
Apparently I found every single sleeping pills bottle in the game. Because I just got a Steam achievement for it.
Pills, what is it, like pills, pills, pills?
No, it said the most trivial item is, discover all the small blue bottles. Yeah, so I gotta...
Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
That would be very funny if it was more explicit about the pills.
Pills! Oh no! Ah!
Pills, oh no, ah.
Ah, pills! My god, what's happening to me?
What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else.
It's like a teleporter maze. My god. It's a symbol.
Oh, excuse me.
I think, like, I would consider running a Call of Cthulhu tabletop game, but I don't think it would ever last very long, just because I, for the life of me, cannot, like, with a straight face, go, oh!
What happened?
Oh, I see.
Something has changed, but...
I cannot for the life of me be like, ah, madness within madness! Like, I cannot do that kind of stuff without just immediately goofing on it. It's like, you look at a book and it makes you crazy! And it's like, no, you look at a Facebook page and it turns you into a white supremacist!
No!
No! The most cursed!
Anything but that!
No. Not a Facebook page, anything but that.
That's right! And then they sell your data! Woo! No. Yeah, it's a rule set that's not supposed, by its nature, not supposed to last long. Which is why I would consider it. Alright, I got, was there anything in here besides that book? Okay.
Who would want my data?
Oh. What do you mean the Republican Party of Nebraska has gotten data on me?
Not Nebraska. I thought I could trust Nebraska.
I wish they have a bicameral legislature. How could they not be or no, they have a unicameral legislature. Oh!
Unicameral.
Minus 2d10 sanity. Yeah. Well, of course, we're doing so for the group I'm running that ZP is in. Oh dear, I ran out of oil, and then the Shambler got me.
Oil most foul.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've had a better time with this rule set than the last one.
Oh, for Warhammer Fantasy? Just...
Yes.
As far as, like, looking into it and realizing how straightforward it actually is, it was nice. Cause... Like, Dungeon Crawl Classics is great.
We had fun time.
We had a fun time, but also I don't feel like I ever fully...
Wanna run it?
Like... I never fully understood how to balance encounters.
Just know what we're playing was murdered to make way for Age of Sigmar.
Yep. Hey, they're bringing it back.
Oh, they aren't.
Yeah, they are. Warhammer the Old World.
Oh, that's right. But it's not actually going to be fantasy.
I mean, they are literally bringing back old Warhammer Fantasy.
I want to see Bretonnian Knights, god damn it.
Like, yeah, it takes place, what, like 300 years before Warhammer Fantasy? WFRP. Oh no, the Shambler got me because I ran out of oil.
Not again.
What was that weird,
gotta stock up on oil.
What was that weird indie horror game you played that had like the tentacle monster?
Oh, Nothing Lives Under the Lighthouse.
Was that actually
really good name?
Yeah.
That's a really good name.
Gino, you should play that. That's a deep listens game. In terms of like,
it's 2 hours.
It's literally 2 hours. It has a couple extra endings that explain what happened way more clearly. Yeah, but a lot of it is just like vibes, and it's good at that. It's good at the slow burn horror stuff, yeah.
Oh, it's definitely a horror game.
Okay. Is it first person, third person?
It's first person, and it's like intentionally very pixelated. It's that kind of like fake PS1 aesthetic.
Artwork.
Could you send me a link to this game?
Yeah. And also, it's like $5. But that's something you could consider playing in October or something.
An
Ah,
October grab bag.
yeah. Okay.
All lowercase. No one lives under the White House director's cut. Here, I will send you the link.
Please do.
That pinguino. Link. Enter.
Because I think that game was cool when I streamed it.
It has some really good moments.
Like, it's surprisingly effective.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Apparently they're gonna make another game.
That's good.
It's, what if Notepad on... It's one of those games where it's like, it's 1999 and your computer's turned evil.
Oh, it's one of... My favorite genre of spooky game is it's 1999 and your computer has turned evil. Which is a surprisingly...
Weird,
robust genre.
niche subgenre.
Yeah.
It is trapped.
There's way more there than you would think.
Yeah, my favorite subgenre, my computer is spooky. Is the real monster in that game is it just Y2K? Have we reached the point where we're into like Y2K horror? That's like a fun enough flashback. Because I mean, that was like a serious thing.
Oh no! People don't realize. Like, I listened to a podcast about it. Like, we had to spend like millions upon millions of dollars to prevent the worst case scenario, and it actually was a big deal. Like, corporations had to spend gobs of money to prevent the worst case scenario, and they just barely pulled it off.
Oodles and gobs, for sure.
Goodles and Gobs that's my favorite Ghosts and Goblins game.
But no, yeah, Y2K could have been 1,000 times worse, and just missed it by a narrow, like a razor's edge.
100%.
Last time I checked the, Oh, yeah, now the Kings are losing by 10 points. Yep, sure sounds like a fucking thing. Hey, Gino, did I tell you how I said that Domantas Sabonis is going to be the best team on the Kings, even if he plays just half the season? No, yes. And then people yelled at me, it's like, blah, De'Aaron Fox, blah, Davion. It's like...
Who are these people yelling?
These fans are just a bitter, fucking, soulless group of people. They're not fun. Anyways, yeah, Domantas Sabonis has 31, and he's one of 3 players with double-digit points. Justin Holiday, huh? Gave him 27 minutes, he's got 3 points to show for that? Cool.
I don't know why this sequence needed to be in here.
Justin Holiday has a plus-minus of -21, Gino.
Does that mean he has had 21 points more scored against him than he has scored?
Yes.
Yes. You don't want it to be that high.
That's a large number.
Have fun, play your Elden Rings.
I'll play Elden Ring tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow.
Play your Elden cock rings.
Bye.
But, did you just say Elden Cockring?
Yes.
Are you 6? It's a penis.
Can you give me your Grover voice again?
It's my Kermit voice, excuse me.
You really are non-stop commenting on this Elden Ring blog that I really...
Yeah, no, you said something about a popular game that everyone feels obligated to have an opinion about. And as a result, you are forever cursed.
This is fucking up my notifications by a lot.
Meanwhile, I'm still working on the I need to finish my write-up on Nosferatu Wrath of Malachi and Perfect Dark Zero, and those are gonna get exactly 2 comments from people being like, yeah, I played Perfect Dark Zero at launch. It was bad then. And I'm like, wow, thanks.
I just felt like I had one thing to say, but for that blog, I said it, and I need to live with the consequences of, I wish not being on a website where you can't mute blogs and stuff that you posted.
You just, yeah, a 4-year-old would know the difference between Kermit and Grover. Exactly.
Sorry,
Grover sounds more like this.
Grover sounds more like this.
Hello.
No, no.
I mean, obviously I'm happy, but like it's weird to think that something that literally I published within the span of like a couple hours is maybe the most commented thing I've written in like 5 years.
Hey, that's just how things go sometimes. I really do not care for this sequence.
You know what I don't care for? This whole maze sequence where I lost all of my progress.
Yeah, that was a problem. Yeah, it sure does seem like maybe the last part of the game, which is the part of the game
that gets the least amount of focus testing.
That, I mean, not just even not just that, but like, hey, the last part of the game sure is the part of the game that maybe they did not put as much effort into as, because they put so much into making 3 distinct second acts, which I still think is the coolest thing about that game. Like, genuinely watching you be like, oh, okay, like they're reusing these environments, but these puzzles are completely different. And these set pieces are completely different and still bad.
Yeah, I think that Fate of Atlantis is the best of LucasArts, and also...
What are your thoughts on Sam and Max?
I think the Sam and Max games are fine up to a certain
Like, very
point.
specifically, Sam and Max Hit the Road, the original.
That game is fine. That game is fine. I don't think it does anything super interesting. And there are just parts of that game that feel very bleh. When it's not cutesy, personality-driven adventure game.
Goofs.
Someone pointed out that they are surprised to see me blog with some sort of regularity when I used to be a once-a-month guy.
Yeah. You like the second season of the Telltale one? Okay.
I just don't like how Telltale Games control.
I think it's very funny that, like, they went from, like, quote-unquote bringing back the traditional adventure game to accidentally creating their own subgenre of QTE game. Okay. Now I can go into this. Okay. This is a tedious sequence. Because I have to keep going back and forth and switching lanterns. So, okay, so if Fate of Atlantis is your favorite LucasArts, then what's number 2 and 3? Ah! It's a shambler! Yeah, it's almost like this game was clearly had a troubled development. And, you know, sequences that add time without requiring more resources probably are useful. According to How Long to Beat, 8 to 10 hours. Yeah, that checks out.
What's going on? It never ends.
I bet I will finish this game in one more stream. And then, I don't know. Should I play Metro? Or... Because I do like the... There was a Call of Cthulhu strategy game? What?
Sorry, I was away for a bit.
Apparently there was... Okay. Okay, so did you not hear my question where I asked you if Fate of Atlantis is number 1, then what are number 2 and 3 for LucasArts? Okay, Call of Cthulhu The Wasted Land is apparently a World War I Call of Cthulhu strategy game.
Why am I being added again?
Oh.
Damnation. That's me.
Think about this.
Oh God.
I'm still processing it because I need to figure out where I want to place Grim Fandango and which Monkey Island game I want. I think I would rank the best Monkey Island game, which is probably Curse of Monkey Island, above Day of the Tentacle.
Curse is the one that has like the animation.
The hand drawn, yeah.
The hand drawn.
Live and find the truth. It is already too late for me.
Cold.
I could also say it's Monkey Island 2.
What's going on?
Wait, you're telling me a Call of Cthulhu game looks rough?
Don't like Full Throttle.
Please take a seat and be quiet, Mr. Pierce. I'll be with you in a moment.
I guess you could make the argument that that Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis is number 1. I mean, it is the most ambitious game I think they've ever made. I think there's no denying that it is the most ambitious game they ever made.
No, it can't be.
No! You son of a bitch!
I mean, it's got a story.
I wish I could have done more experiments on you, Mr. Pierce.
It's just the way that I prefer to play Fate of Atlantis is through the Wits path. And
I said,
replaying
what
makes
did
me
you
realize
do to
that I
her?
don't like
You shouldn't be
parts of it.
sorry for your friend. You should envy her. Murder! This madness must stop.
Pull the trigger.
But the branching path, the different ways it plays, I think, yeah. Fate of Atlantis is probably number 1. Monkey Island Tour number 3 is number... Yeah. No, you know what? I got a trump card. Brayden, I got a trump card.
Yeah?
Greatest LucasArts game? Knights of the Old Republic.
That's not an adventure game. Also, BioWare made that game, not LucasArts. They just published it.
Sucks to be you. I found a technicality to outsmarts the smarts.
Also, I don't know if I want to play Knights of the Old Republic again. I don't know if I want to revisit that game because it's gonna make me sad.
I replayed that game. As long as you go into it knowing that, you know, games have moved forward, it's still kind of a fun little thing.
Oh, is that me in the painting?
My favorite part of Knights of the Old Republic will always be the special trial that you play at Manon.
Yes.
It's still the best part of that game.
You can discover all the evidence and find out that he did do the crime, and then you can agree to cover it up.
Jolie Bindo's such a good character.
He's just like, hey, listen here, you little shit. Jedi suck. And so do the Sith. Oh, no.
That's why I lived in a swamp for 8 years.
Yep.
Just breathing in swamp gas and, you know, eating those weird monkey things that pissed off those weird Sith people.
Yeah, he's the other side of the Kreia coin. Exactly.
Look, and I've said my piece about how I don't like playing Knights of the Old Republic 2, even with the fan patch, but Kreia might be the best written non-movie Star Wars character ever. It pains. And it really sucks. Because that game, I don't think we'll ever play the version of Knights of the Old Republic 2 that it should have and could have been.
You can play a pretty close approximation with the restored content mod.
But, you know, knowing that...
you know, some of that is implemented janky. And there's also the fucking droid planet.
Yeah, which isn't great.
Which, there's a reason why that was cut.
He gave him the
the Sith planet with the droids.
The Azure. I don't see him very often anymore. The green is stronger.
Are you feeling ill?
I'm here, but no.
I had a great time with KOTOR 2 last year. Hell of a game. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying that
our minds melt like
there are elements of KOTOR 2 that I just outright
a mess.
Like.
It's of the oldest.
Lightsaber stances,
living, vibrant.
Your techno babble,
sea green, maybe.
The whole plot element where you're like a wound in the Force is just clunky.
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone finds out.
Oh, but he will. He always knows these things when it's about me.
She's talking about Cthulhu. Oh? If I want, I can go Cthulhu Flagla. I have apparently unlocked enough low sanity stuff.
You don't want to be low sanity. You need to get your sanity back.
He told me to get you out of here.
I can tell a lie when I hear one.
Well, I don't give a damn who you're talking
about. Do it.
We go now.
He will know. He will find us.
I want to do the Cthulhu speak.
Have I seen...
Coward. Coward.
You're a coward.
Like the whole mass shadow generator stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that, like, the end of that game is a fucking mess. Because they ran out of time.
even with the restored content, the end still kind of sucks.
Oh, it still sucks, because it's like, hey, actually, everyone is... alive.
Now, Freya's gonna tell you what they did after you got off the planet that blew up.
Yeah.
Also, Krea's battle still sucks.
Yeah.
Let's come with
CRPG history.
I have seen the same color. It was not as vivid as you said.
I'm trying to think of like the hardest
Discarded
CRPG
spawn.
bosses, because I've had the
You know
talk
what
with
it
Gino.
was.
What are the hardest
Tell
JRPG
me.
bosses?
I can't. We should not call.
Krea's up there.
Terrible, terrible consequences.
All right. Come with me.
He will know. He will find us.
One more reason to hurry.
Have I seen?
Yeah, the final boss of Divinity Original Sin 2, Brachus Rex, is rough.
Husband finds us.
The Mega Dragon in Might and Magic 2 is coming to mind too.
It was in your studio.
What?
You remember the Mega Dragon?
I never
That's
played
what
Might and
you
Magic.
saw.
I have not played very much Might and Magic 2, because that game is old.
What are you talking about?
Because you get 200... Because it's old, and it's...
The guards.
This way. Follow me.
I've beaten the Mega Dragon in Clouds of Xene.
What the?
Oh no.
I had a hard time with the Ascension final battle in Baldur's Gate 2.
Yeah.
Time.
Wait.
Ooh, right. The Beast of a Thousand
the
Eyes
green?
in Wizardry
The
7.
decaying one.
The
I've
gas.
heard things about that
Yes.
one.
We don't have time.
I am not.
Damn it.
My brother and I spent basically all day trying to fight Brachus.
Yeah, Brachus Rex at the end of Divinity Original Sin 2. That fight is nuts. Because if Lucian is still alive, when you get to the fight against Brachus, he will still fucking attack you.
Perfect.
Yeah, the way you deal with that fight is you just summon 8,000 things to absorb hits because there are so many enemies.
Right.
Oh no,
I
it's
butchered his name earlier in the stream, but the Demogorgon
I'm your puppet no more.
in Baldur's Gate 2 is no easy task.
yeah. But he's the optional super boss.
My wife, you owe
It still
me
counts.
Yeah. I mean, the Audra Dragon in
Crazy island.
the Audra Dragon in Pillars of Eternity is real rough.
Get between me and my wife.
Who was the boss in the library in Pool of Radiance? I'm trying to remember that.
Me what to do with my wife.
It was like, I remember, it was like a basilisk, and I remember as a kid just, it was like a wall.
Ah.
No.
No.
Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck? All you did for her safety.
Yes, this man has
throwing her in
tentacle
this
hands.
rat hole. I hid her well enough. You let Fuller play with her. Stop. I did everything I could to protect her. But her identity, her power, is what threatens her. What? Sarah has
Sarvok
seen
in Baldur's
things,
Gate 1?
has
Yeah.
made things
Sarvok's
you
pretty
can't
hard.
even begin to imagine.
Especially if you like aren't over leveled from doing all the Tales of the Sword Coast stuff.
Dangerous than I am.
I guess the one thing there is that you can't rest before him. tools don't look that big of a problem.
Yeah.
The
It
bookstore.
drops on the side.
How do you know that?
Then also his it's the opposite of
does not matter.
Darth Malik and I feel one his Alex just run.
Sarah has been in the presence of the myth for too long. Even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would still hear his call.
Now I can't stop thinking
And the
of like
cult will
how
always
Baldur's
be
Gate has
here,
some really
waiting
weirdly,
for her.
stupidly hard, super situational
we get rid of it,
bosses that
members.
Hangax, the
of
Lich.
your league detective. They control the whole island. She
that
will
weird,
finally
like,
surrender
almost
to his power.
unlimited supply
and
of
the
imprisonment
world
spells.
will fall with her.
Yeah.
Don't!
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 1 difficulty is all...
So's 2.
Say, but I will
You can, if you do the Bard's Playhouse level, you get sucked into a portal to the abyss, and you have to fight demons. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 1, you can absolutely find yourself in, like, a real rough situation. Fishman. My fish wife. My wife.
What is it, Abigail and his mother? You have to fight them together? Am I thinking of the right person?
He's not dead. You know he's not dead, dude.
Shoot him in the head again.
Yeah, hit him in the head again. When you fight a tentacle man...
Abzagal. You're right. Abzagal.
Temple of Temple of Elemental Evil, you can make the final fight a lot easier if you do a couple, like, if
I've watched
you
on stream do those couple of things and break the game sideways.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I didn't do that on stream.
Oh, you didn't? I thought that was you.
No.
Should have to bury their child.
You get the orb of gold. You have to destroy the orb of golden death.
The guilt.
And if you do that, then Zuktmoy is a lot easier to fight. But if you do not do that, then that fight is, yeah, very hard. But the actual hardest fight in Temple of Elemental Evil is when they throw your party against a Baylor.
My work was what lured me here in the first place.
I'm gonna be honest, I have not played that game in ages.
We should do it for the podcast.
Things Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave now.
You're not going anywhere.
Ooze.
You are mine.
Ooze. In Temple of Elemental Evil.
Yeah, but, you know, Baylors in 3rd edition are like, you know, CR20 monsters. And the level cap in that game is, 10. So that fight is real hard. And then I know the fan mod added some more.
Well, Eos is actually harder with the Circle of 8 model.
Yeah.
Because St. Cuthbert will just show up and like pimp him out with like a bunch of buffs.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can kill Euse before St. Cuthbert appears and tells him to fuck off.
Come on. It's over now.
Oh yeah, the Ice Dragon in Pillars 1 is also fucking hard. All of the optional bosses in Pillars 1 are pretty rough. The
Euse and like his whole thing with St. Cuthbert sucks shit. Fuck that. Sucks. It's poop from the butt. What? Poop.
Because you have to literally survive against a demigod.
No, it's the time limit part of that where you can make all this progress and then all of a sudden it basically means nothing when Cuthbert shows up.
Oh, you mean like if you were to try to kill him.
We're talking about bosses. We're killing Euse.
Okay.
I'm the guy who had to kill Drizzt in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, okay, yes. This is once again we're going back to your sickness.
Look, if you give me Drizzt in a world campaign, I'm gonna try and find out, can I kill Drizzt?
Can you kill?
I killed him. And he is not happy when he meets you in Baldur's Gate 2 if you carry your save on him.
Yeah. Yeah, if you and then yeah, but the what is it? Console Hot fight in White Marches is real hard. As is the what's her bucket? Myoletta, I think.
I think that's right.
But she summons a fucking swamp dragon, and
it's you, Pierce.
What are you saying? I have a sickness? What are you?
Oh, I'm saying you have a sickness when it's like I need to defeat the intentionally hard to beat.
I only do it when I feel like I can.
I could do nothing to save her.
What do you mean?
But I will admit that I.
Have you ever defeated the Ruby Weapon?
I'm not sure.
No, actually, Ruby Weapon, yes, because Ruby Weapon I found out later was vulnerable to paralyze. So you can just paralyze. You have two characters that are constantly paralyzing his tentacles and all parts of his body, and then you can just have one character whittle away on him, and so you can actually keep Ruby Weapon just completely inert. Emerald Weapon requires just
no fear,
like characters to be
Dr.
way higher
Fuller
level
will
than
not
what
escape
I'm.
The clutches of destiny.
Even as someone
sooner
with,
or later, he will be judged
of the Round.
for what he has done. You just need to.
And yes, I did get Knights of the Round in the original Final Fantasy VII.
What's this story?
I trained that fucking black chocobo.
No, I'm sorry.
Good chocobo.
We must do something for those. Sarah is still. We need to see this through.
I'm sorry that I'm willing to take my game seriously, and I'm not some sort of babby who can't even finish his plate.
I am still playing Ogre Battle. The difference is, unlike you, I have not turned it into a mechanical process.
I'm sorry that
designed to strip any or all joy.
I'm sorry that I appreciate more of the deeper mechanics of Ogre Battle than you.
No, you just looked at a FAQ forever because you're sick.
Yes, but if you were to look at the FAQ, you wouldn't have reached like, oh, this is a valuable part of my life that I need to put into practice.
I have read untold arcane knowledge.
You confront the occult without supervision?
You didn't even know what the dueling magic.
Yes, because you need two casters in the same line who are the same level, which is something you deliberately have to do.
Yes.
Because you are making me like Ogre Battle less, and I hate you for that.
I'm sorry that I took the time to get all of the Elm Pedrusses, so is that I had all of the elements rather than just one.
Different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me.
like I
It is so
said, like
strong,
Ogre Battle is
so
like the
ancient,
definition of, oh hey,
enticing,
that's a pleasant surprise.
dangerous.
The video game.
I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now I can.
No,
keep
you're
it at
you're
bay.
you're talking to someone
I know
who,
what I owe
you know,
Mr. Pierce, but
you
I
don't
can't come back to
necessarily
Boston
need
with
to
you.
play Viva Pinata and get all of the different colored versions of the Flutterscotches, but god damn it, I looked it up. I got every single fucking Flutterscotch there was to get. And if that's a sickness, then I'm sick as hell, bitch.
I saw everything. The tunnels under your house, the rituals, the secret society. I must get you out of its reach.
I know how dangerous they
I'm
can be
just
to me.
reading this.
But
I'm just
first,
reading this like
there's the Wanderer.
I
must
me
find
being
it
a jack.
and kill
I
it.
realize in
I am the
hindsight how
only
much of
one
a
who can end its slaughter.
jackass
No.
I
No,
was in
you will
our
come with me to
Discord.
Boston.
I owe
didn't
you
you
no
guys?
obedience.
This
I asked
isn't
you guys
about
what were
what
your
you
favorite
want or
spell
don't want
combos.
to do.
I'm really having a
You
lot
would
of fun.
risk
And you
destroying
guys
the
are having
world
this conversation.
just because you can't
and all
face
of
the
a sudden,
consequences of your
you say,
actions.
"Son, I have no
I
idea
am willing
what
to
you're
atone
saying."
for my
A
sins.
what now?
No. You're just trying
Jeff
to
continues
erase
the
all proof of
conversation
the
he was
mistakes you
having
made.
I know what I have done. I will not rest until the
And you
creature
say,
is
"A
sent
who?
back
What?
to its dimension.
Combos? The things you buy from a gas station?" And then Jeff says, "At some point, ZP started playing a different game."
You can't
And then
give
I
up,
showed the GIF.
even
You're like-
knowing the stakes.
Yes.
He said
thank
I had
you.
a sickness.
Still, I won't let you go.
Maybe I
What?
am. I
You will
sick?
stay here until I
If
find
I'm
a
still
safe way
having
to
fun, am I
return to
actually
Boston.
sick?
That's ridiculous. Listen, Algernon knows of a way to protect me. Help him find what he seeks, and we may all survive this.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Am
I'll
I
help you.
honestly still having fun? If I'm having fun, am I still sick?
I mean, see, what you're doing sounds like the opposite of fun, but I'm not going to tell you.
I'm just disappointed you did not take the time to get the Draconite magic.
Listen, I'm just happy that I have, like,
Here's
a
another
good...
fun conversation in this Discord. Well, you should get the Draconite magic. They're the super powerful AoE spells hidden in the environments. And it's like, I very unintentionally not read any of this.
Seeing you again.
And it says, the AoE snow spell is found in
you.
Arget,
I'm
next to
here
the
for her,
stronghold of
not
Corella.
you.
For
I don't
me,
care
head to
why you're here.
Darnell.
How do we protect
and go
Mrs.
to the town
Hawkins
of
from the
Melfi.
influence of the
The time
forces
needs to
that
be
claim her?
between
By
18000
following
and
Charles
21000
Hawkins, that
on
imbecile
either
of a
the
thief,
6th,
of
15th,
course.
or the
What do you
21st
mean?
of the month.
He
Found in
found something.
Pitya,
An amulet.
below and to the right of the
symbol
town of
engraved
Feud.
on it could protect
Jeff
Sarah.
just says, just
Could?
shut the fuck up.
We are dealing with forces that
It's going to be a very good
Your
podcast.
intellect can
Oh,
process.
hello.
Crazy.
Feel free to ask
Wait,
me any
what?
question.
No, I'm not crazy. Wait,
Yes,
you
you
played this game. You played this game.
Yes, not like
Didn't
that
you-
though.
Yeah, but didn't you take the time to discover the combo magic system?
I found it by accident, like they expected you to.
Didn't you collect the Draconite magic?
No.
You didn't have Meteor by going on the 6th, 15th, or the 21st of a month on a specific time frame within
No,
3
you don't
hours
need
of
it.
each other?
You don't need it.
Didn't you collect all of the Elm Pedruses?
Man, I got
by
a
training
glitch
with
completely by accident. If you just play that game, you'll find all sorts of stuff if you just don't mess around.
It's about the magic of discovery. It's like Elden Ring.
What is the true nature?
I wanted to have a Doom stack of Black Knights by using
I
Love
see
and
that
Peace.
you are interested in my precious book. It is the
I
definitive
have a
book of
dude
knowledge
that's
of the
just
occult,
surrounded
Mr.
by a
Pierce.
team of Black
Written
Knights.
by Abdul al
And they just murder everything.
It is the answer to many a question.
Black
That is
Knights are
why
good.
it's so highly valued.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, arbitrary.
And
Did
even
you
though
ever
it is
use
a
those
copy
runes of chaos you
given to
got?
me as a gift
No.
by Professor Armitage of
If you want to turn like a knight of yours into a
the
Black
work
Knight,
remains very
Oh.
I understand better.
lower
why
their
you keep
alignment
it in
with
the
their runes
safe.
of chaos.
Yes, we're still talking about Ogre Battle. Oh, no, I don't have enough sanity. Oh, wait, no, I already...
The dagger with the strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients,
Ogre Battle 64 is a really good game.
Yep.
I cannot believe that you have turned around on that game as hard as you have.
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects.
I also think the story is pretty good. It's very Matsuno, though.
Did
Like,
you know that there was a real-time strategy game, Ogre Battle, for the Neo Geo Pocket Color?
sure.
It's real bad.
But
I'm sure Quest seems like a developer who would have made weird eclectic stuff like that.
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back.
I hate to say it, but when I realized that there was like a weird Pokemon like element to Ogre Battle, I started to enjoy it more.
Yes.
I sense your sarcasm.
I like the macro part. I like the part where you are building teams of characters and you are setting their behavior, but you have no direct control over them. And so it's
another one of your baubles.
It's about army building, really.
It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces.
But anyways, no,
much more effective than your Colt.
I just kind of want one of everything.
It is
that
golden
so much
amulet,
to ask for?
bearing very ancient inscriptions and
Can
an
I
elder
put a
sign at its
worm
center.
in an army
A
full of
star with an
griffins
eye
and then just, feel good
seen
about myself in peace?
Therein lies the problem.
I mean,
found
have
his drawing among
most
his
classes,
personal
sure,
followers.
but
That
you
is
don't
what
need to
I
get an
intend
angel.
to
The
do.
fact that you went for an
As
angel
for
means
you,
you are crazy.
I mean, it's there. It's just, it's a lot of, hard resetting.
Yeah. And?
Have you ever done shiny hunting in Pokemon?
I mean, it's not that okay. Hey, you don't need to kink shame on this stream of yours.
I mean, listen, this stream is full of tentacles.
I think the only ones where I had to do an extra step or two to get them, and I'm glad I did it, were maybe some of the weird, the dragons.
Yeah. No, Dragoon, I mean.
Oh yeah, the Dragoon is awesome.
Yeah, and the Princess are worth going for.
But some of the higher level secret dragons were also pretty cool.
I mean, that's just based off alignment.
Yeah.
Light needs high alignment, dark, Tiamat needs dark, and all the rest just need to be somewhere in the middle.
Capturing the Netherworlders using Love and Peace was kind of funny. And then you realize, all of you are useless. I just want the Saturos and the Ogres.
Oh yeah, it seems like the Ogres seem like they would be pretty good in your party.
Yeah, they have a ridiculous amount of hit points. In fact, the Ogres have more hit points, base hit points, than the...
That wasn't hidden at all!
They have more than Baldur Golem?
Drake was looking for.
Yes, they do. So,
Wow.
yeah, the Ogres
Are
are...
they as defensive, though? Do they hit as hard?
I think they have on par, maybe, I think it's, almost the same hit, maybe, a smidge lower, but they do not have as much defense. Their vitality is lower. So
Golems
it's
are so weird. You have to have somebody cast the right spell on them to make them upgrade.
Yeah.
But they're worth it.
One day I'll get skeletons. One day.
A Puppet Master with them, they get, 25% more damage, I think?
Yeah.
Makes them
No,
stronger
is it
than
Puppet Master or is it the,
Puppet Master makes golems better.
But is it
Beast
by
Tamer for
10%
beasts,
or...
Dragon Master for
There's
dragons.
one that does 10, 15, and there's one that boosts it to 25.
Probably Puppet Master, that's the highest level.
Yeah. But anyways, no, yeah, using Love and Peace to get a Saturo, pretty funny. Those are the goat people. And their stats kind of suck. But
I
they
have a
cast
couple
spells in
Hawkmen
background.
now.
It's you again.
Oh yeah, even if the flying characters don't have the greatest stats, just having a character that ignores terrain is super useful.
I think I've found what we're looking for.
Let me see that.
God, I just want to play that game.
Yes, that's it. It's perfect.
Do we need to play the other Ogre Battle game?
March of the Black Queen? I think we
Which
should
one?
look at it.
It's pretty simple. It's gonna be a far cry from what you used to do with Ogre Battle 64.
Oh, so is it, remotely reasonable, then?
I mean, it's the kind of thing where I bet you could make up your mind based off watching a minute or so of gameplay.
Okay.
So you're saying it's like early era Fire Emblem?
I'd be more willing to play an early era Fire Emblem game.
Hell yeah, you are.
Just not an SNES one.
You should join us when we're playing Thracia.
I have it. It's a strange amulet.
Yeah.
I hope
Keep
it will
shouting
protect
it.
you.
I'm gonna keep shouting it,
Considering
Brayden.
nothing.
We gotta
I mean,
play
the
Thracia.
problem is we got to do
You must
genealogy
understand.
first.
I already went too far.
No.
What have you seen?
And genealogy's good. But
Genealogy's good, but genealogy's also just like super
tell you.
busted.
This story.
yeah,
is
that's a
going to
game
end
where I
badly.
don't feel like they understood how long they wanted to make that game, and they kept going, and it's like, I can murder everything, and these battles are still 10 minutes long. Why?
Only 10 minutes?
Sure. All right.
That's a good point.
I was gonna say, when I was playing through Fire Emblem 7, some of those fights, like some of those levels were going like 40, 50 minutes long.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Okay, what if the maps were really big, but there's only like 12 of them?
Yeah, I remember the what is the first level of genealogy is the one that just keeps scrolling to the left.
Yeah.
It's like a dozen towns.
Nice job, Chief.
And the best part about playing those early Fire Emblem games is that,
You can
oh
try
wow,
to
this
play
is a
smart with
battle
me all
that
you
keeps
want,
on going.
kids.
Man, I really fucked up my party composition at the start of this battle. This sucks.
Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire.
Wish they'd
to
make more
Rose
remakes like they did with Gaiden. Echoes is great.
That's not the whole story, is it?
Yeah. One could argue
I
that
don't
they
care
did
about
by
your
bringing
stories.
the first
Save
Fire
them for
Emblem
the judge.
on the Switch, and then they put it in the Disney Vault.
You know, us cops.
I mean, I just want them to put the third one. If you have the third one, you don't need the first.
Testimonies.
They only cut out like a level or two.
They cut out 5 levels
Oh no.
and like 5 characters. And then the cops are like, you should try using facts and logic like us, these crooked cultist cops.
Oh right. Cthulhu.
Yeah, Cop Cthulhu.
So I've been meaning to ask, is it canonical to play Ogre Battle 64 with low frame chaos or high frame chaos?
Canonical?
I don't know if,
In
I mean,
Ogre Battle?
that was the last Ogre Battle game.
Yeah, that
I'm
is.
just-
No,
I'm
actually,
just
there's
saying,
Knights of
no,
Lotus,
Oh, that's
Did you
right.
play
There's
it
the
with high or
GBA
low?
game.
which is bad. Don't play it.
All right.
You play the game with high or low chaos frame.
Do whatever you want.
That's
But
what I'm doing.
I saw that there's an extra mission if you have low chaos frame.
I mean, just do the path that you want. There's no proper canon.
You know,
There's more,
I've heard a lot
there's
about
more content
you, Mr.
if I
Pierce.
play it with low
All
frame
good,
chaos, but I want to
It
get the dude.
appears that you've been
You only get 2
involved in a
people if you have low
variety of
frame chaos, but you
misdemeanors
get
since your
2
arrival
if you
on
have high
Darkwater.
frame chaos.
Entering private property twice.
It's up to you.
Aggression, insulting behavior, and to top
I
it
need
all,
to decide.
arson.
Ugh. So hard.
With all the liquor that is openly
I mean,
on
I
sale
do
in
have
the middle of Prohibition,
Aisha,
do you really want
Ceradan,
me to
and
believe that you're
Debonair, so I
enforcing the law?
could get
Enough
Destin
of
in the
that.
final act.
You're not going to tell me how to do my job. I would like to point
Oh,
out
is this
that
more
it
stuff you're
is
looking up?
you, not me.
No,
who is
yeah,
behind
absolutely.
bars.
I need to know.
There
I
are
want to
things
know.
going on right now
Uh-huh.
that are so much more serious than what you accuse me of.
I've got a problem.
Yeah?
You don't
So
have
what's
to rub
going
it in
on
my
that
face.
I don't know about.
But I get to.
You'd be better off taking an interest in Dr. Fuller. The experiments he carries out on his
Yeah, I think the
patients are
story's
as
good.
inhuman as they are illegal. And with Dr. Colden wanting
I just
to put a stop
think
to
it
it, she too
overstays
went
its
under the
welcome.
knife.
What are
Ever
you
so
talking
slightly.
about? Nobody's
Oh,
reported
Jing in
any
the chat mentioning
wrongdoings.
3 Houses.
Dr.
Yeah, the
Fuller
fact that they
is a
turned
man
that
who's
series
as
into
much
Persona is
respected
such a
and
bummer.
admired on the island as he is.
I just think
It's
it messes with the pacing of that game in a real bad
why you
way.
set fire to his
We've-
institute?
How many
I'm
times
admitting
do I have to
nothing
say
at
my
all.
piece? I guess
Come
I'm
on,
gonna have to
I'll
say
show
it
you
again.
to your new residence.
That franchise needs
I'll
to
be
make
back
up what it
later
wants to
ask
be.
you some questions.
Because at this point, it
I
might as
hope
well
that you
not
make
be
the
a
right
strategy game.
choice and
I mean,
invest.
you also don't like any
It is
Fire Emblems
unpleasant
past
for you as it
5,
would be
so
for
you don't
me
like
if
any
I
of
had
the
to
English
carry
language
out
ones.
Advanced questioning.
All I'm saying
no
is,
doubt
if you
about
want
that.
your anime
Good
horseshit,
night, Mr.
visual novel
Pierce.
dating stuff, fine.
Genealogy of the
Have that
Holy
be-
War.
Have that be the game. Because them trying to meld like this Persona visual novel dating game stuff with inventory management and then tactics strategy just causes these games to be way
there?
longer than they need to be. And I think that at some point it's just pick a side. Pick a side. And then also, I just personally don't like the fact that every character can be some sort of super god that can spew fire out of their fucking assholes. And
Oh yeah, no,
#,
bring back shitty Fire Emblem characters.
I am the one men name
Brayden, when we play Thracia, we're both gonna get Xavier. Don't even lie.
the scale of my terrestrial.
It wants to be whatever sells. Yeah, no, because Awakening saved the franchise.
Yeah, but Awakening was actually a good mix of that.
Yeah.
Which I came to share.
I mean, Awakening is also super easy.
Fine with me.
Oh, then if you want a super easy game, just go back to play Sacred Stones.
Sacred Stones
is fine.
Sacred Stones is fine. Fuck off.
You got rid of permadeath.
It didn't.
It made it for
Once
babies.
again, you. It does not have. They did not get rid of permadeath until Mystery of the Emblem. New Mystery of the Emblem.
To accept the knowledge and follow.
That's when the anime horse shit really got pronounced.
Once again, dude, I think you are mixing up Sacred Stones with other games. Like, Sacred Stones is a throwback to Gaiden in as much as it has grinding.
And two possible,
and
well,
two,
I guess in Gaiden you went back and forth.
Yeah.
In Sacred Stones you have to choose one or the other.
Like, yeah, it's easy if you fucking grind, but if you don't, it's fine.
Fuck off.
Yeah, sure.
Erica's better.
I accept the knowledge. Darkness.
I also miss when those games were 2D. I think that those games are pretty good.
I'll let you see for yourself. But do not forget, your fate has already been written.
So yes, I guess you're right. I do admit I'm broken in the head. I got a problem.
First step is admitting it.
You know the risks, sir.
Man, Vermintide with randos is often bad.
Yeah.
You may lose more than your life.
Sometimes it's bad. Like, whenever I have played on Champion a couple times, and sometimes it's like, oh, these people are actually, you know, doing call-outs and playing correctly, and other times it's just like, this guy just keeps going down over and over again like a chump.
I knew it.
Yeah.
No.
It's bad all the way down.
Anyway, okay. Now I'm playing as the lady. This is a good place to stop.
Algernon, come back!
I feel like I have lost the plot on this game.
Then you have to keep going. Not tonight, obviously, but you need to finish.
Oh no, I'm going to finish this.
You're gonna finish it.
You're gonna finish it. But I'm gonna say this game is messy, and the parts I like are the parts. Okay, apparently I have missed all. I have never drank any alcohol.
Ah, see, there's your problem. Alcohol gives you sanity.
Yeah, well.
And then you develop alcoholism, and then you need to, otherwise you'll suffer withdrawal.
Yeah, that's why Edward Pierce has not drank any alcohol and is instead gone full on occultist. But thanks everyone for watching.
Good job in ruining his life, Brayden.
It's fine. Thanks everyone for watching. Probably be back with this. I'll probably try to finish this tomorrow. I don't know.
Hopefully people will be less judgmental of my gameplay choices.
Probably only a few more hours.
Yeah.
Meh.
Meh.